Is chapter 18, part 18. Let's just get right into it. Search. Naruto and Jiraiya began their search early the next morning. What can you tell me about this, Tsunade? Naruto asked. What are we searching for? Well, she has the largest set of information that's relevant, Naruto stated. Fine, Jiraiya sulked. She is a Sanin, like me and Orochimaru, and she is the granddaughter of the first Hokage. Jiraiya spoke. She is by far the greatest medical nin in history, and is considered the most powerful kunoichi. She is already considered the strongest human. Her strength makes even guy look like a weakling. Naruto felt a shudder of excitement. A strong opponent. A strong opponent, he thought. No focus. She is not an enemy. She has a horrible drinking and gambling addiction, and her luck is awful. Can it be that bad? Naruto stated. Her losing streak has earned her the title, Jiraiya said. And it is the. He took a dramatic pose. The legendary sucker. You're supposed to be legendary shinobi, Naruto asked. No respect, the Sani mumbled. Would you like to hear her other titles? If it's anything like. No, Jiraiya waved it off. This one will catch your attention. Well, what is it? Jiraiya smirked. The Slug Princess. Naruto gave Jiraiya a long, blank stare through his blindfold. After a simple minute, he walked off towards their destination. Jiraiya barely heard Naruto mumble to himself. Say, Naruto, Jiraiya spoke. How would you like to sign the Toad contract? Nah, Naruto answered. I could teach you some ninjutsu. He tried. What kid doesn't want fancy, flashy jutsus, he thought. No thank you, Naruto answered. What? Jiraiya couldn't believe what he was hearing. But I'm a Sanin. I could teach you jutsu that would make Kakashi jealous. It's not that I don't like ninjutsu. Naruto spoke. It's just that I'm a soul. It's just that I'm a soul genjutsu and kenjutsu user. But even the best in those fields can't use ninjutsu, Jiraiya spoke. Look at the 7 swordsmen, and even the greatest genjutsu masters, he continued. There's also situations where more powerful jutsu is required. Yes, I'm aware of that, Naruto admitted. That's why I have this. He gestured to the elemental sword. I can attack with all 5 elements when most only have 2. And defend. Jiraiya was assured he had him. How do you defend against a strong attack? Shouldn't I be able to rely on my partner? Naruto asked. Well, yes, he agreed, but some attacks can't be blocked easily. If I can't overpower it or hide from it, then I'll take the hit. Are you crazy? Jiraiya asked. Some of those attacks could kill a person on the spot. Yes, Naruto answered. I, however, take a lot of punishment. But it's just genjutsu. The last person who insulted Genjutsu ended up eating maggots, Naruto warned. Neither of them had anything else to say to the other, so it was a quiet trip. They were moving through some town when they decided to find a hotel. Hello, sir, a lady spoke. Are you Jiraiya of the Tsunade? Maybe, he answered to the lovely lady. Who are you? I'm a fan of your work, she spoke with a blush. I must say that I love lies, he shouted. He had a low trust on women after the hot spring incident. Drop your disguise, monster. He never did find out if they were illusions. I would not be bested a second time. Needless to say, things got real stupid real fast. Lucky for Naruto, he decided to go and get a room. He left the Sani to his punishment. Knock knock. Naruto felt two powerful chakra signatures at the door. One was greater than his without his fear and QB. Needless to say, he had to open the door. On the other side were two figures in black cloaks with red clouds. One was Kusami, a rogue member of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. The other was Itachi, older brother of Sasuke and the killer of their clan. Yes, Naruto asked, can I help you too? Naruto Uzumaki, Itachi spoke, you will come with us. I need an adult, Naruto shouted. I need an adult, he repeated. We are adults. All eyes turned to Kusami. What? We are? Naruto closed the door in their faces. He didn't look at it. He had a good reason for not doing so. When the two opened the door, they were greeted by a horrible sight. Guy and Lee, overweight, sunset, overweight, Lenatards, overweight, and men hugging. Needless to say, Itachi closed the door. I did not need to see that, Itachi spoke. Hey, is it getting hot in here? Kasami asked, earning a look from Itachi. What? Oh, don't look at me like that. He was cut off by a large explosion of flames from the other side of the room. They were able to avoid it at the last moment without any burns. Naruto took a swing with his elemental sword and unleashed a torrent of lightning. Kasami stepped forward and unsheathed his own sword. The lightning hit full force and began to disperse. My sword eats chakra, Kasami bragged. Your attack is useless. Naruto cut the stream and ran forward. Kasami followed suit. Their blades collided and Naruto instantly had regrets. He didn't cross blades with a sword this naturally heavy since Zabuza. You could only imagine the extra weight Kasami was adding. Jumping back, he drew the Kusanagi and took a stance. Dance of the Poisonous Snake. The move was precise and perfect as always. Unfortunately for Naruto, his opponent was an S-rank nin. Unlike Orochimaru, this one actually specialized in Genjutsu. Kasami merely sidestepped the blows as if they weren't there. The best Naruto was able to do was put a scratch on his face. Itachi, a pain in the butt, called, I am here to kill you, Chidori. A younger Uchiha charged forward with the intent to kill. The older the elder simply grabbed him by the wrist and directed the blow to the wall. Naruto had to admit, the creator was impressive. The explosion began to draw a lot of attention from citizens. Many started leaving their rooms to see the cause of the commotion. This would make it a difficult fight for Naruto. Alright, Itachi, Naruto spoke. How about we do a Genjutsu duel? I'm I'm listening. If you win, then I'll come with you, he offered. And if I win, you two take Sakura Haruno in my place. Did you say Haruno? Itachi asked. Yeah, hell no. Please, no, Itachi spoke. How about we just leave you alone? Fine. A poof of smoke appeared and Jiraiya appeared on a giant toad. His pose was so ridiculous that the toad looked embarrassed. It is I, Jiraiya of the... Shut up, Naruto ordered. I have it under control. Naruto began undoing his blindfold as Itachi's Sharingan began to change. Since I was challenged by you two, I choose the battlefield, Naruto spoke. I insert reality. What's the game? Asked Itachi, and the rules. First to hesitate or fails to come up with an idea, Naruto spoke, loses. The whole area began to change as if the two shinobi activated their Genjutsu to the fullest. Reality really did shift and change under their skills of the two Genjutsu masters. Even the civilians and other shinobi were dragged into the world of illusions. They became nothing and everything, the powerful illusion. Warning, the battle isn't much of a battle. Alright guys. Naruto was the first move. I am a dire wolf, he spoke. A prey-stalking lethal prowler. Reality began to take form. A dire wolf began to form from nothing. It began to growl and snarl as it lunged towards Itachi, fangs bare. I'm a hunter, Itachi spoke, horse-mounted and wolf-stabbing. A hunter wielding a large spear appeared out of nowhere, just as Itachi described. The hunter was on top of a large horse. Naruto felt a spear pierce him. Had any of this been real, the blow would have been lethal. I am a horsefly, Naruto spoke. Horse stinging and hunter throwing. Konoha. Shinso and Imra almost cracked a smile. He knew somewhere someone was using an insect for something other than an insult. Itachi felt the fly bite him as if he were the horse. He also fell to the unseen ground as the hunter was tossed. I am a spider, Itachi spoke. Fly consuming, eight-legged. Naruto felt himself getting wrapped in a hungry spider's mercy web. From the shadows, a large arachnic made its way down to the webs. He felt as if large fangs pierced and drained his blood. Konoha, Shinso lost his smile. I am snakes, Naruto spoke, spider devouring and poisonous tooth. The snake swallowed the spider in one gulp. Naruto felt the experience. Naruto knew from experience what that was like. He actually took a little pleasure as the insect squirmed for freedom. I am the ox, Itachi groaned. Snake crushing and heavy-footed. Heavy-footed was right. Naruto could feel himself crushed under the beast. Time to take it up a notch. I am a disease, Naruto spoke. Plague causing and worm of life destroying. The ox body of Itachi began to rot away. For a second, a mere Itachi showed an emotion, fear, not at the challenge, but at the choice. So I struck a nerve. He decided to act as if he decided to act as if Itachi hadn't hesitated. I am the world, Itachi spoke. Life nurturing. This caught many off guard, especially Sasuke. Itachi was nurturing. I am a nova, Naruto spoke, all destroying and planet cremating. Itachi felt as if he was burned to nothing, but was never untouched. I am the beyond, Itachi spoke, past the stars and life embracing. Time to end this. I am anti-life, Naruto spoke, the beast at the end that will consume all. Naruto stepped forward. Even you, Itachi. But disease is already working on that. Itachi jumped back and broke the illusion. He lost. Itachi, Kisame called. What happened? You never lose in Genjutsu. He caught me by surprise, Itachi spoke. Well, let's grab the brand and go. Kasami took a swing at Naruto, but was cut through his legs by the Izanagi. Naruto appeared unharmed. Itachi was caught by surprise at what he saw. Naruto had used an Uchiha-only technique, capable only by the Sharingan, or he thought so. Man, Naruto thought even with my fears that the sword took a huge chunk of my reserves. Let's go, Kasami, Itachi ordered. We're leaving, but now. His tone broke no argument. He turned to Naruto. Before we leave, what beats anti-life? He had to know. Naruto couldn't help but smirk when he answered, hope. Itachi gave a nod of understanding before leaving. Neither Naruto nor Jiraiya tried to follow them. Well, that was dope, Sasuke growled. How did you make Itachi retreat? I used the technique I learned from the scroll. He held the blue scroll. Sasuke snatched it immediately, tore it open, and read, Dear Temi, you deserve this. Dodge. Pink paint launched itself onto Sasuke's forehead in a small letter. It read, I love pink hair and big foreheaded girls. What? He never finished as Naruto punched him unconscious. Naruto, Jiraiya spoke. Jiraiya felt a powerful kick land on his face. Hello, guy sensei, Naruto greeted. I need a favor. What can I do for such a youthful friend of mine? Unlike Tenten. Guy didn't resent Naruto for Guy didn't resent Naruto for what happened to Neji. If I cannot do then Naruto spoke, cutting him off. I need you to unclothe Sasuke, Tem over there, and leave him in front of his fangirls. Consider it done. Really? You're actually gonna put him naked over there? That's it? Naruto asked. You're not going to complain or ask anything on stripping an underage boy? It's not my first time, Guy admitted. How do you think Lee and Neji got patched up after Tenten had a fit? So true. Tenten had held nothing back with her babies, as she calls them. Thank you, Sensei, Naruto spoke. Here's a tortoise to go with Lee's turtle. He handed it over. Careful now, Naruto warned. Lee is a male, so don't leave them alone. You can carry tortoises with you, Jiraiya asked. I will keep them from breeding, Guy shouted, ignoring Jiraiya. If I cannot do that, then I will train the babies to be useful. Now, Naruto stated, let's find the female Sanin. I hope you guys enjoyed that part. That was chapter 18. Again, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be very appreciated. If anything wrong, if there's anything I did wrong, if you guys could please comment it down. Thanks for watching or listening.